Hello, dear friends, and welcome. We're so excited to have you today. And speaking of friends, look who's with us, the fabulous Carissa Wiley. Welcome, Carissa.
Thank you. It's me. It's Carissa. Oh
I
my
know.
goodness.
It's so
I feel like we've
exciting.
seen each other so much lately.
I know. I've been
It's
spoiled. I
fun.
got to see Carissa in person in Vegas. I was very spoiled. We had a lot of fun. We get to just sit and chat,
We
which
did.
we don't often get to do in this business. You usually see people in passing. It's a quick hello. So we
Yeah.
got really spoiled where you're being dragged away as your arm is floating. So we got very spoiled and got to sit down and have a chat and found out we're very similar on things. So which is always fun. And
It is fun.
we have Angel at the party today. She brought her angel wings behind the badge. You never know when you're going to need those. So it's always good to have. Speaking of today, so I did the sled on Tuesday, and Carissa was going to do Lushberry today. So unfortunately, you guys love Lushberry, or awesome, you guys love Lushberry. Unfortunate for the people that want to love it and can't at the moment. Fortunate for the folks that have it at home. So we'll show a little bit about that as well. But we're also going to show the sled again because it's so cute. Carissa said the same thing. She's like, the sled. I'm like, yes, the sled. We have to show it again.
Yes.
So
So
bear with us. If you you're like, oh my gosh, the sled again. Yes, the sled again because it's just so cute. It's just
but it's different, right?
it's
Because
different, and it's
it's
different.
different every time, right? Um,
Exactly. And for
and
the
I'm gonna bring in some stuff that maybe like we're gonna bring in Lushberry anyway. We're gonna do something with it. Even if it doesn't make it on our final card today, we're gonna do something with it because I want to show you an idea that I have for that. But we can also bring it into the card. We can bring it in with a sled, but wherever we end up, because I'm not really sure where we're going to end up. I just know where we're going. I know the direction we're headed. So we'll bring that all in. We'll bring in some stuff that maybe you didn't expect me to use today for this.
you are with the right gal. That's why we call it a crafting adventure, because you never quite know where you're going to end up. It's like a crafty road trip. You grab some snacks, you grab your favorite stuff, you jump in the car, and off you go. We'll see where we end up.
Yes. And we're streaming both on the Altenew channel and my channel as well. So I know that Angel will be popping in on the Altenew comments, linking things for us. And if you're looking for something in the description on my YouTube channel, you will find the main featured products that I knew I was going to use in that YouTube description. So either way, wherever you're watching, we're glad you're here and you should get all the help that you need. And we'll keep an eye on those comments.
Absolutely. So if you have any questions for Carissa, I am actually drinking something today because I am very dizzy today. So I'm sitting this one out. I'm drinking, and Carissa's drinking too. So I'm going to be fielding the questions. Yes, you're on the right channel. You're in the right place. If you want to see Carissa Wiley work some holiday magic, yes. If you would like to learn how to make a souffle, maybe no. But I'm hoping you're here for Carissa Wiley's magical holiday. Or maybe Carissa knows how to make a souffle too. So no. Okay.
Not my jam. Okay, so should we just go right into crafting? You guys want to do that?
Paper. Let's bring out the paper. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, we'll put Carissa up. So Carissa is big, not me. It always wants to put my face big, and I'm like, no.
Okay, and maybe I'll just pop up here in the corner so that you can see both of us. And so I have the timeless sled here along with sleigh ride greetings. I don't think you used this the other day, Bridget, but I purposely did not look at your card because I didn't want to be like too influenced by it.
No, I suggested where a sentiment would go, but we didn't quite make it there. So, yep.
Okay, and then I have an oldie. This is Berries and Branches. It's a zero waste die. So I pulled that out. Who knows? We may or may not use it. And then, of course, we talked about this already, but the Lush Berry Branch. It is a product suite that includes a 3D embossing folder, and these two are available on their own or together when they come back into stock. That's the caveat. So you can hit that notify me notification on the YouTube or on the Altenew site. Yep. And they'll notify you when this comes back into stock because this is gorgeous. I've seen some gorgeous inspiration with it, but you can get the 3D embossing folder stencil or both of them, and they work together. So I did a little bit because I didn't know like exactly where we were going and I wanted to show a lot. I did some pre die cutting here of the sled. And so I actually have a silver version and a gold version die cut, but I heard that Bridget did the gold the other day.
Yes.
True?
Okay. I did, yes. But it's always pretty. Both are gorgeous.
Yes,
I did a different gold as well. So
what gold did you use?
I used the citrine.
Is yours citrine?
No, I think yours is different because it's very yellow gold. Very
mine's
yellow.
Brushed gold. The brush.
Oh, yeah. So see all the golds. We're showing all the lovely golds and silvers, guys.
And the brush gold should be in stock, I believe.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And
we'll double check on that for you.
There is a multi-pack also that has like the brushed gold, the brushed silver, and is it brushed copper maybe?
Copper and rose gold, yes.
Yes. So there's a multi-pack that you can get all of those in one, which is fabulous. So
it's hard to choose. It's I mean, they're just
when it comes to metallics and the holidays, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, that's just my humble opinion, but I'm a total, this is not cheating. This is what this is here for on the back, this guide, which tells you where to put everything and you have your keyholes and stuff. In fact, this is like the base of my sleigh here. I think I'm going to zoom you guys in just so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. And then I just realized the other day, if you notice behind me when I zoom in, my little lights that are under my cabinet, they like flash. It's like a disco show.
Oh, cool. Disco.
So I'm going to look for the keyholes that line up, and I'm going to use the back of the packaging as my guide to put all this together. And we'll talk about what cardstocks I've used and that sort of thing. So I like to just take like a little bit of liquid glue and go around that keyhole. That's the easiest way for me. Sometimes using something like the Perfect Picker tool, which is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world, is great because then you can grab those die cuts and just position them into place. Now, do you see, I just like that lined up those two die cuts in the perfect position because all I'm doing is making sure that these two keyholes line up. So that's 1 and 2. Now this is a metallic cardstock, so the glue does not want to like grip right away. So we got to give it a minute, which is why it's weaseling around on me. But we'll give that just a second. And then we're going to look for our next piece, which is like this platform here. Now, I didn't do this part out of a metallic cardstock because I kind of wanted there to be some differentiation between the runners on my sleigh and the platform itself. So what you're going to do with this one is you're going to line it up, but then you see how it covers up my little thing. You're just going to pull that out later. Or what you can do is as you're tucking it, you can just kind of lift that and slide. Lift and slide. Now I can put a little more liquid glue on this one because we're covering a large area. And so I'm going to do lift and slide.
We have a good question for you. And I showed the reason that you don't do this the other day. Sue, if you remember. So Sue wanted to know why you didn't put glue over the whole piece. But sometimes the keyhole piece doesn't fit the whole piece. So Carissa was strategically gluing, which was very smart.
Okay. So I want to hear what you did that like didn't turn out okay. Did I just mess something up? Because
you did beautiful. I went in hot, and I mean hot, with liquid glue on the back of a piece, like dripping glue off. And yeah, it wasn't because of the keyhole. Sometimes it's not the whole piece that needs the glue. Yeah,
right.
It was. I went in. I was ready, and the piece was not. So it was not good. So you did it absolutely beautifully. Correct, perfect as always. See how Carissa's putting just a small amount in the areas that are going to apply to the paper. Yeah, you guys, it was bad. It was just glue. And of
I
course,
love
it was
that.
like lava. It was just like glue was
It was just
everywhere.
like a glue fest, right? Okay, now I did something, I don't know. I honestly, as I'm creating, I try not to look at people's stuff too much because I don't want it to ever be like I'm copying. And if I do accidentally copy, I can just be like, I swear I did not know. But
Yes.
I don't know if anybody's done this, but I cut this centerpiece out. It's showing it in a darker brown. I cut it out of a green because I just imagine that Santa's sleigh has like this green velvet lining in it. And so when I do that and I place this piece over to be my front border, it will cover up the green and then it will just be on the inside of the sleigh, which I thought would be really pretty and bring in a touch of color to what would be like mostly neutral sleigh. So I don't know. Like I said, I purposely didn't even look at yours, Bridget, because I knew that you had created with it, and I thought I'm not going to look at it until after.
No, it's good.
So
Sue said, yes, I do remember that you didn't glue the curly part. So yes, I did not glue the blades. I did great there. Thank you, Sue. That makes me feel so much better. I did one thing right. I didn't glue the blades. That was good. But we did talk about though, I think Santa's sleigh, like I envision like red leather or like a
oh yeah,
brown worn leather, like inside his sled. That'd be, yeah, so pretty.
yes, and I imagine green velvet. So see how we're all different. But I
Yes.
think red leather would be beautiful too. You know, it'd be cool. Why do we not have like a faux leather cardstock?
I was just thinking that we'll have to send that idea to our fabulous product development team. Maybe some, especially if
Yeah.
we're going to have sleds and things, we need leather seats.
Right. Of course. We need all the things. And I would like, just while we're putting in our order here, I would like an ostrich leather kind of situation happening.
Oh, okay. A faux ostrich leather. That
Because
is
it
very
can't just be
specific, but I will pop that in.
it can't be just regular leather. It needs to be faux ostrich leather. I don't know why that just came to my mind, but there you go.
If I was
So,
reading that, I would be like, how did this come up in conversation? Like,
for sure.
no ostrich leather.
They're like, so in what capacity did this happen the other day? Yes. Anyway, that's my brain goes in crazy places sometimes. And so you
Oh yeah.
just gotta roll with it and ride with it. And so, not everything works. I'll give you that. Not everything is like the greatest. I did purposely not glue this entire thing right here because I knew I would want to slide things under into the sleigh here. So you can see I have a like a gap of glue where I only glued around the edge here so that I could tuck things in. And I think I'm a big, I don't know if like everybody out there tucks as much as I do, but I purposely, when I glue things, I think, okay, if I want to tuck something under this, I'm going to have to make sure my adhesive is not going all the way to the edge. And so I just kind of think ahead with that as I remember to think ahead. So we have our adorable little box here, and I love this. I cut it in a couple of colors. I am using this is I made a list on my phone because I knew I would forget.
That looks
I
like
believe
coral bliss, but
no.
no.
This is crimson.
Crimson. Oh, okay. I do have to tell you what you've inspired. So we have snake leather,
Yep.
velvet paper. We have
Oh,
some other good ones. Hold on. I'm rolling them back
I
here.
saw alligator.
Alligator leather, a flannel plaid. That is
Okay.
fantastic. The velvet or suede. Oh, suede. I would just be petting that card all day. Like I would get nothing done.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have some really, really good ideas that you've inspired so many people with different types of card stocks.
Look at that. And then so this present here, you want to take a guess at this one? You want to guess the
Pastel
color?
sunrise.
Yes.
Aha,
Okay.
I'm back.
One of my favorites.
Me
One of
too.
my favorites. If you're tired of seeing it, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. So it is what it is. When you get me, you get some pink in some way. And this is really interesting because I see on my screen that it's looking a little more pink. It's a tiny bit more orangey reddy.
Yeah.
That in real life, crimson is an interesting color. I really do like it. It's beautiful and it looks great with these greens and the red and the pastel sunrise. And it's just a great little mix. I have this blue here, and this is Misty Morning. And this base piece down here is Morning Frost. We have all the mornings are here today.
So you guys write this combo down, because even though, remember how we were talking on Tuesday or Monday, sorry, I don't even know what day it is, Monday, about how it could be inks, it could be paper and inks. This could be a great card combo for colors. Even though Carissa's using this as cardstocks, this could be great for inks if you're blending, say, the stencil art ditzy wallflower paper that has lots of beautiful little florals on there. That's a great color combo to go to. So make sure you guys are writing this combo down that Carissa has.
Yes, and I love this because it can go holiday if you lighten up on the green a bit.
Yep.
Maybe just change out the green and it doesn't feel like as holiday.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if you just change the green, this is forest fern, and it's really beautiful. It's different than evergreen. They're very close, like next to each other. They're almost hard to tell, but this one has a touch more blue in it than evergreen does.
Yep.
And it is really a beautiful green. And of course, you can, as Bridget said, you can have the cardstock or you can have the ink, which I have all of the inks pulled out for these colors here, just in case we need to do some blending. I'm not, like I said, I know what direction we're going. I don't know where the journey is taking us. We're just getting in the car and going, you know?
Well, and people are asking for that combo again. Okay, so we have forest fern.
Yep. Pastel sunrise.
Pastel sunrise.
Crimson.
Crimson.
This dark red is heartbeat. So that's that dark red. And then I have Misty Morning, which is the blue, Morning Frost, which is the gray. And then my browns are espresso and dark chocolate.
That's how it got me, Roberta. She said crimson is showing peachy. That's how it got me, Roberta. It got me too. The color, it got me.
I know.
And yes, we're working on getting that stencil back in, guys. Was that one of your favorites too, Carissa? That ditzy wallflower paper?
Oh, love that one.
Wasn't it so pretty?
I used it on my channel, and I used it on the Altenew channel. I used it everywhere. It everywhere.
It's so pretty. Jill, that's a great idea. I will pass that on as well. A Christmas cardstock collection pack. And I think Carissa's colors are excellent choices for that.
Yes, I'm here for it. Please bring it. Now, I have to tell you, I cut these little poinsettias from the die set. So they're in the die set. It's not a separate die set yet. We will go to a separate die set in a moment. I did not keep the centers because I was not feeling like I wanted to deal with that today. So I'm going to show you that sometimes you just don't feel like dealing with things, and you don't have to.
I did the same thing too. I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for that. So
yeah,
I won't tell you what I used because we'll see where you're going with it. So I won't tell you what I used yet.
Literally did not pull a single thing out. So it will be just like whatever happens at the end, or maybe it's going to be just a berry from that timeless or the zero waste berries and branches. I don't know.
I love it. I love it.
But if you want to do the cardstock, you could do it out of the brushed gold or the brushed silver, and that would make a really pretty center to your floral as well.
Or the new glitter cardstocks as well.
Yeah.
Those would be lovely. Could you point to the one that's crimson? Folks are like, I don't see any. That's the lighter red. That it's showing. It shows kind of pinky, but it is a red. It's crimson.
I'm gonna grab my Altenew swatchy here.
Oh, those are so pretty.
Okay, so this is crimson right here.
Yeah.
And this is coral bliss. Okay, and then this, where's coral berry? Where are you at, coral berry?
It's more
Coral
right there.
berry
Yes.
is like more of a hot pink.
Yeah.
And then look, I love rouge with this too. Like if you go
Oh, look at
here.
that. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, guys,
So
you'll have
you
to
can,
pause your screen and write these all down. Look at all the pretty, kind of almost like you're doing like an ombre. What a pretty ombre that would be.
yeah,
That
it
would be
really
gorgeous.
is. In fact, I'm working on the August release is coming. It's right around the corner.
It's
I'm
sneaking up. Yes.
I know I'm working on that, and I have a color palette pulled that overlaps this just a touch.
Oh, you guys,
Um,
you'll have to tune in
so
for the new color palette from Carissa. Yes.
yeah. And I feel like some people, well, here's the deal. I do use a lot of colors that are in the same families, but sometimes I vary what family member I use.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I love the phrasing because I usually say which number, but I love the family member. I love that. That's awesome.
Okay, I love this crimson poinsettia here. So I'm probably not going to put together the pastel sunrise one or the heartbeat one just because I'm thinking I'm digging that just
Very pretty.
a bit. So I do actually have one of the centers here that I could put just to close it up for now. Let's just do it. Let's do it. It's going to be the same color, but then we're just going to cover it with something. Something.
I love it.
You guys, I have a plan, I have ideas, but sometimes, as you sit down and create, not all of those come together. So when I go to create, I start with a direction and I go in that direction. And then when that direction tells me it's not working, then I stop and I pivot.
Yeah.
It's like we did this the other day. We did the pivot together. It's like the Friends Ross moment with the couch. We're just going to take and we're going to just be like, nope, that didn't work.
But we just won't
So
yell it. We won't
we
yell,
won't yell.
come on.
Right, right. We'll just, and
Oh,
sometimes
goodness.
you just got to start cutting and just let the product speak to you. Don't tell the product what it's going to be, but let it tell you what it's going to be. I know that that's like super woo woo, but
It's not though,
some
but I was just thinking when you're saying that and you were talking about pivoting, that's I think one of the easiest pieces of advice. But people don't,
yeah,
I don't know if people believe it as much as they should because it is. You have to let the product tell you what it wants to do. It,
right. And a lot of times I'll get a product in my hand and what I saw online, what I was imagining, maybe the scale's a little different. And so my original plan for that product doesn't work. And so those are the moments when you're like, okay, so what do you want to be?
yeah,
What do
exactly.
you want to do? Okay, so these are from the Zero Waste Berries and Branches. And I'm just gonna like squeeze some glue in here. We're not gonna do anything super fancy, but we're just gonna make them stick because
And
this is so.
that's a staple, folks. I'm so glad Carissa is showing it. It really is something that, put it on your wish list. As you know, Altenew does sales every week. It's going to come eventually. So
Yes,
if you
for
need to
sure.
put it on your weekly sale list and watch it, this is one of the best dyes that Altenew has. The zero waste are just a great way to go. And the berries and branches, because who can't add a branch to something? It's so versatile.
And you're seeing them in like a what I would consider a very Christmassy green. But when this first came out, I cut these out of pinks and blues. I believe Nimbus and maybe like it might have been Rouge, Nimbus and Rouge. And I created these with some wax seals. And I use this in a very non-holiday way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So these don't have to be holiday, but you're looking at it now and you're seeing holiday because you're seeing green. But
Yes.
start thinking of these in different colors and it really does become like an evergreen type of product. What was that die called again? Tammy, I believe we're talking about the zero waste berries and branches die. I think
Angel,
that's what you're referring to.
could you pop a link in there? If we give Angel a minute, she will pop a link to that in there so you guys can check it out for yourselves. It's great because it's a great price point, and like Carissa said, change up the colors, and you could even do sympathy cards with it, guys, with vellum and some I hate to say glitter paper for sympathy card, but some glitter paper. It's as long as it's tasteful, it's very elegant. This is a very elegant die, but it's just
Yes,
so
and you can
versatile.
use it as a background too. So use the negative space as well as the positive space.
Shaker cards.
Shaker, shaker, shaker with those new stellar sequins.
I know you went on like a shaker deep dive there for a while. You had some
I
shaker going
did.
on.
Well, I'm so appreciative of the gorgeous sequins. Dazzling diamonds and the clear iridescent are probably my two favorite, which most people would probably guess it would be the gold. But the dazzling diamond, it has enough warmth in it that it's not like silver,
Yeah.
and that makes my heart so happy.
Oh,
So
yes.
happy.
Absolutely.
I love it. And it's got a ton of shine. And I dig the mixed metal situation. So I'm not opposed to using those with something that I've already used green on. Okay, this is adorable. We definitely need something in the center of that flower, but we're not going to do that now. Okay? So just
like
hold
that.
on.
Something, but no.
Don't I know it needs to be done. We won't forget. We will not forget. But we need to do something else. We need to bring in the lush berry branch.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
It's
We
so pretty. It's such a pretty set.
and it can just literally be the easiest embossed textured background on something like this. Again, color depends, right? I saw someone created with it the other day with some blues. So
Oh
this
yeah.
doesn't have to be like Christmas. This can totally be just some berries and some branches for another season.
Yeah.
So let me just trim this down because I'm going to trim it down to an A2 size card front. Here, this is just some white cardstock.
There was one we had in the booth in Vegas. I don't know if it was Hannah Lee that made it. I can't remember who made it, but it had some blue leaves. And I literally was wiping drool when it came out of the package.
I know.
One of the most stunning cards I've seen. And I'm like, wow, like I wouldn't have thought to do that. But it's another one of those products that's super duper versatile and has a long way to go in your space.
So I'm doing this now. I mean, I could have held this in the right direction and done this here. It's a little blown out. Sorry for my lights. But I was imagining how it would come in from my card at the bottom. So I just held the embossing folder upside down so I could kind of see in that bottom corner where I would be with it. And then I'm going to run this through my die cut machine now. Hopefully I don't break anything. But I know a lot of people struggle with 3D embossing folders and the Anna Griffin Empress. Okay, I've been using an A plate and the magnet, and it's been working. So I could break something here, but we'll try it again.
I don't think so. The only thing I've added to mine is once in a while, I add the metal shim to it.
Oh, okay.
If I need a little oomph to oomph, and it does perfect every time. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
I need no oomph.
No,
Look at
that's
that.
Perfect. Perfect. Yes.
Perfect.
That's the magic. Yes.
But I'm going to do a second one because I'm going to ink blend this one, but I don't think the one I want to use on my card is going to be ink blended because I wanted to show you an idea I had for this. And this is originally probably what I was going to do, like with the whole time when I was going to do this. And then I saw Lush Berry Branch was not in stock. And I was like, well, that's not fair. We've got to use something that's in stock. So we'll combine it with something else. So this one is, I'm probably going to use just the Lush Berry Branch with that texture.
Yeah.
Just like that and a sentiment. I think it's just gorgeous. We will bring in Dun, 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 some shimmer
Oh,
release
oh, oh,
paste
oh.
for our snow on the ground because we can, and we should if we can.
That's where I was pointing the card the other day. It kind of didn't make it there. We ended up with just a plain blue ink blended background, but it was still pretty. But I'm glad you're showing this because this is the vision I had in my head. So I'm glad you're
Okay.
showing it.
Yes. So this will be probably what we use, which, gosh, I feel like, let me just bring you guys down in the brightness a little bit. I think that's this one. Let me bring the bright down just a touch. Okay. That might help a little. Does that look better to you?
I can see more of the embossing. I can see less of the reflection. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay,
Oh,
that's better.
where is the
Every
notify me for Lush Berry Branches? Should be right on the website for you guys. Let me just double check that it's there. Make sure, I just want to let you in on a little secret since you're here. The Lush Berry for the notify me, for all of the products that you hit the notify me for, we tell you first. So you get notified with an email before we send out the email
Wow.
to everybody saying, hey, it's back in stock. Because our system, as soon as we put it in stock, those emails go out to you. Okay. So if you see something that's sold out, and you're like, oh, they'll send me an email anyways. Yeah, but they send it to everybody. So if you do the notify me, you get the first crack. You get the first crack at bat. So you get to go in first. We're like, hey guys, you signed up for notify me. Come here, it's in. Then we
Hurry.
say, hey, everybody, it's in. So it just little extra, you get a head start if you
You
sign up
get a
for the
head
notify
start.
me. I guess that's a good way to put it. Head start.
I love that. And you get some more, like you get it quicker in your hands.
Yes.
So we're going to do some blending here. Okay. I've grabbed the same ink colors that I used on my card already. Remember, I'm probably not using this on my finished card because I feel like this would be a lot for that sleigh to compete with. But I wanted to show you an idea for when you do get this in your hand. So I have Forest Fern, which is exactly the cardstock that I used for my green on my card. Okay. Now, when I blend, I like to just, do you see how I haven't covered everything perfectly? I do that on purpose. I mean, I'll just kind of, I call it kind of spot blending, where it's like I just kind of come in heavier in some places and I just let it be lighter in other places. And that just gives me that natural high low. I never think about like where my light source is. That's just not in my, it's not in my desires of things to do. Like I'd rather just keep moving on with my card. So I don't like stress about, where is my shadow? And I think that there are so many people that are so talented with that. And
Yeah.
I love them for it. I have a lot I could learn from them. But when I do it, it's more like, let's just go high, low, dark and light in some areas. And then just, I'm good with that.
You create the natural look just by throwing it in there all by itself.
Yep.
And that
Okay.
was Forest Fern, my friends. If you were looking for which green that was, it is one of the most stunning greens that I think we have in it's one of my favorite greens.
It's so pretty. And
Oh,
it's like it's got just enough blue in it that it's not a yellow green. It's like definitely a blue green. And I'm struggling with stencil number 3. I'm going out of order, by the way, because
well,
we can't.
And this is no reflection. The stencils are super easy to line up, but remember, Carissa's
Right. I'm
through
working white on white here.
Yeah. And I did check, guys, the notify me button is right there. It'll say notify when available. And if you click on that, it'll take you and get your information and get that out to you.
Okay, we got this in place.
Woohoo!
All is well in the world.
Yay!
Now I'm going to open my drawer, which has this very fancy mini ink blending holder. And I love that. And I'm using espresso here. So I used espresso was actually the lighter of the browns that I used on my sleigh. And again, I'm kind of doing spot blending where I'm just doing darker in some areas and lighter in the others, and just, moving on with life.
But I love
Highs
it
and
though.
lows.
So many people though, right? Like they want to, as I call it, by doing it the way you do it, it's so simple and you're getting that depth and dimension without even thinking about it. So as opposed
Yeah.
to blocking color, I think this is a great way for a beginner crafter to learn about having that depth and dimension that way. This is a great tip.
Yeah, because I think really the most important part of shading, right? The most important part is that there is some,
Yes.
right? I mean,
Yep.
that it's just that it's there. You don't have to have it perfect. And if that's something that you desire to grow in, then I think that's great. And I think you should. But if you feel pressure because you see other people doing it and you feel like that's not your skill set, you're totally good. You're fine. You don't have to, you don't even have to want to learn to do it. You can just
Nope.
do some darks, do some lights, and like I said, move on with life. Okay, I'm lining this up here. Instead of getting my head in the way, I'm just like looking through right here. Okay, so this is the fun part, right? Because I'm going to take, where'd you go? I'm going to make a mess.
I feel like we need a drum roll, like to see the colors. I'm so excited.
Okay, so that's just Heartbeat ink, okay? Fresh dye ink, Heartbeat.
Oh,
This is
I
my
see where we're
shimmer
going.
relief paste, which I'm trying not to be a mess myself, but it doesn't look like that's in the cards for me today. I brought out my palette knives.
You have paste and red ink. I don't know if staying clean is an option here.
Correct. You're probably right. Okay, we're just going to take some of that and we're just going to smash it on the mat, okay?
But if anybody can do it, Carissa, I know it's you.
Okay, well, we will see if we're successful because this is just a thought in my little brain.
It's a beautiful thought. It is a gorgeous thought.
Okay, I told you in Vegas, and I said, this cannot happen for this holiday season, but we totally need a red shimmer paste for the holiday season. Yeah. And it may just have to be next year. And I'm okay with that. Oh, whoa, that was almost disaster.
That was a good save. Very good save.
Okay, I want it more red. So I'm doing more ink.
Oh.
And that's the great thing about this Pearl Shimmer Relief Paste. You can literally take any ink color that you have and like mix it in and tint it any color that you want.
And I'll give you another tip too. Our watercolor brush marker refills, those are so pigmented. Those give you a great color mixing it with those are what I've found like the best mixing and maintaining like that true color.
Ooh, that's good to know. And I don't have any of those. So
we got to get
using what I have. I'm using what I have. So
yes.
Think outside the box. I know for a fact, like I just know because I know that I've been working with things for like this for so long, that even an alcohol marker ink refill would work for this.
Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely.
So, I mean, like use what you have. I didn't even use the ink pad re-inker. I used the ink pad itself and just smashed it onto my desk. Now, if you're working on a wood surface, do not smash this onto your desk. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because you're gonna end up with a hot mess. I'm working on a glass mat, so I'll be able to wipe this up and we'll be good. Life will be fine. Okay. But make sure if you don't have it, use a glass plate that you use, or even like the palette, that gorgeous palette.
Yes.
You could use that, a slick glass surface of some sort. Okay, we're gonna wipe this up.
Even plastic, even use your stamp packaging.
Yep.
The clear package it comes in, that works wonderful. Yet everybody keeps asking, that green is forest fern. That green is, everybody's loving that green you picked, Carissa, today.
It's
They're
the
like,
best kept secret at Altenew. The best kept secret. Okay, now normally I would just run these to the sink, but let's be real. You all want to not be here for 10 years.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Not pretty.
And I love that also some of the berries didn't get a perfect coating.
I know.
Like that one in the center, and it
Like
looks like
this one
snow on it. Yes.
and this one.
It
Yes.
looks like snow or ice or oh, Angel did a drum roll for you. Oh, thank you, Angel.
Okay, so then I would just set this aside and dry, but let me show you why like we're going to create war between our background and our sleigh if we use this colored version, right? I mean, you're just like you lose your sleigh. But this, a simple gold frame cut from some rectangles or something like that, a simple sentiment, or is it the Timeless Greetings 3? Timeless Sentiments 3?
Timeless
That has
Sentiments
like
3.
all those holiday-esque, but they're not like super holiday. You know what I'm talking about? They're like shine bright and
Yes. Peace.
those.
Yeah.
Yes.
The other
And
thing
believe.
too, you know what I might put on that lush berry? If I was gonna do a sled, I would do like white and silver, maybe.
Ooh,
And you
yeah,
could
that
put
would be really
that on
pretty.
the front. That would be okay. But I think, yeah, you are so right. It was just very overwhelming with those two together as they sit.
Yeah, we were creating war between our
Yes.
pieces. We don't want to create war. We want
No.
harmony and unity and all the peace and all that stuff. So we've got to like dial it back a little because the sleigh is the centerpiece. And if we're making a background that's super strong, that sleigh is having a hard time living in the spotlight there. So
Yes.
okay, I'm just cleaning up because otherwise, this would be a mess later. So thanks for just hanging out with me for just a second while I clean that little situation up. And now what we can do is bring this in and bring in our sleigh. And we will use the shimmer relief paste again, but this time we're going to create some snow at the bottom. Okay, now the cool thing about shimmer relief paste is you can actually build up dimension with it, and it will dry with that dimension. So it's kind of fun for that reason. I'm just placing this on with some instant dimension foam tape. So we'll just get this on here. And I'm going to do this part first because then that's going to just help me know where to put my shimmer relief paste.
And it is in stock, my dear friends, the Pearl. So if you have been waiting for Pearl to come back into your life, it is now in stock. So don't forget to head on over and check that out.
And I would consider it like if I was going to describe the texture of shimmer relief paste for those who have never used it, I would describe it as like mayonnaise-y. It's like light enough that you can like spread it around.
Yeah.
It's not gritty at all. It just has like, like a nice smooth texture. And I'm just kind of just like smushing it on here, and then I'll just shape it with my palette knife just a little bit. And I'll hold it up here.
I would
So
say yes, Vicky, because Vicky's asking, can you add glitter to the shimmer relief paste? I would say yes.
Sure.
I never have done it, but I would say yes. Is it white or is it translucent? So there's lots of different colors. The one that Carissa's using now is called Pearl. So it's well, it depends on how thick you put it. If it's like opaque or if it's translucent, it depends on how thick you put it. Because you can put it very thin and you can kind of see through it. But it's a hard Pearl's one that, yeah, because it's kind of opaque and translucent. So
okay, do you see here how when it's mounded up and it has that pearly shine, it's like more opaque. But then over here where I spread it out a little bit more, you get like that translucence. So that's what I think Bridget is trying to describe here.
Thank you.
So it depends.
Yeah.
It depends. As Grandpa Dan used to say, depende. You know?
I like that.
Depende. It just depends. So it's really a beautiful, and you get that, look at, it's just like the sheen that you get. And that red that we created will dry with that pearly sheen too. It will just have a red pearly sheen. So now I went hard on this. I went like Bridget did with her glue the other day. Okay. And you can see I'm going to have like this really cool snowy base for my sleigh there. So it's got dimension.
It'll stay too.
Yes, it's going to dry like that.
Yes.
It will.
That's what the relief means in the shimmer relief paste.
Correct. So you can build up dimension and a lot of texture with this. Or you can do it like a little bit like less. I'm laughing because my niece and I, we went, well, my sister-in-law, my niece, my daughter and I went to Paris together in January. And you know how like in Mean Girls, they come up with their fetch and they're trying to make fetch happen, you know, and all this. Okay. So we decided we were going to come up with our next, like, she's like 13, 14. So we were going to come up with the next hip word.
Oh, and cool.
And we decided that it would be less. So if something is not good, we're like, that's less. Your outfit is less. Or, you know, something you don't like, that's less. You know, so it's kind of like Mean Girl-esque, and we weren't being mean to each other and we weren't being mean to people, but we decided that that would be the next thing. And then so if something's good, you can just be like, that's not less.
I love that.
So I don't know that it's caught on, but when I saw her a couple weeks ago for my brother's birthday, she said something to me about less. And I was like, yes, she's using it. And now I am the cool aunt, right?
Well, maybe we'll get it to spreads now. So like, maybe that will just be a thing. I mean,
yeah.
Angel did say you were slaying it. So, you know.
I am jingle, slay all day.
Another phrase, you're slaying it.
Yes, I'm SLEIGHING. And how's that for spelling on a win there? Okay, I need a scrap of, you know what? Let's do a colored cardstock.
Oh, I say let's do it. Let's
see what we want. Do we want the green? Maybe too much. Maybe we pull in a third area of the crimson. That is it. So we have present, poinsettia, sentiment. That will give us like a 3 kind of situation that ties it all together. So think in 3s. If you have a feature color that you're just popping into places, sometimes just using 3 of those is the way to go.
And folks are going to be shocked that I'm the person remembering this, but don't forget your flower centers.
Correct. I have not forgotten.
Okay, good. Because I always forget things. So it's very bizarre that I remember your flower centers.
No, I have not forgotten. I have to grab the best black ink that there ever was. Obsidian. And it is obsidian. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like Jeopardy. Obsidian. What is obsidian?
What is obsidian? Oh, Vicki, that's so sweet. She said, I love when Carissa plays with color. Carissa loves when Carissa plays with color too.
So we all love when Carissa plays with color. I mean, you guys have gotten so many color combos today from Carissa. How cool is that?
And maybe if we have a second here, I'm looking at the time. We're doing really well on time. Yes. Maybe if I have a second here, I'll give you a sneak peek of what I'm planning for my August release video. I won't show any of the products. I'm just going to show you the combo that I have picked out. Oh, that is
I happen to know these guys love the sneaky peeks. So they would love any sneaky peeks you want to show.
Yes, I will give for sure. I do not have the authority to determine whether or not you can have sneaky peeks of the product, but I do have authority to say that I can spoil my color combo for you. So you see, like, I'm not in charge as much as you think I'm in charge. As much as I'm letting you believe that I've got this all figured out and I'm all in charge today, I'm not in charge.
She's just slaying it, though. She's slaying it.
I'm slaying it. All right. Now, because I used that fabulous obsidian, I'm going to actually cover it with a piece of scrap paper.
That is so smart. That is another great tip.
And I keep like extra like planner inserts that I cut wrong or whatever for this. It's just printer paper. And it's also great for like catching embossing powder and stuff. But do you see how it got on my paper? It would have totally gotten on my plates, and then my plates would have transferred that ink to my next project, and then we would have had like a hot mess going on.
You would have forgotten by then. It would have been a whole thing.
It would have been a thing. And then I'd be like, why did that do that? And then I would cut another piece, and then it would also do the same thing. It would be like a cycle of endless, it would be a comedy of errors.
Oh yeah. It would be very frustrating. So see, all these great tips you've got to remember so that you can save yourself the frustration as well.
How you doing over there, Bridget, on that Gatorade?
Not good. But I admit it, not good.
But see, you remembered my flower centers and I remembered your Gatorade. So Bridget's going to take
you to drink the Gatorade and me to do the flower centers. We'd be in business.
Yeah. Bridget's going to take a little sip of her blue Gatorade.
Yes, I will. Okay.
Yeah. And then I die cut a second sentiment layer here with some brushed silver. And I'm just going to do an offset just to add a little bit of something to this. I love doing offset sentiments to add additional areas of color and or shine. Mm-hmm. And so you can do, actually, you don't even have to stop at just one layer that's offset. You could do like 2 or 3 and bring in color that way onto your card project. And it's so much fun. Okay, I think this is adorable.
I love that. I love the locale.
I think
Kona wanted to know, is obsidian a super wet dye ink or is it a pigment ink?
It is a pigment ink, and it says even on the packaging pigment ink, but it says exceptionally crisp. And you can see that in this sentiment is a very delicate sentiment. Okay, very delicate stamp sentiment, but you can read every single one of those teeny tiny letters. It is a fabulous, fabulous pigment ink. But you know, pigment ink has its virtues, and then it has its things that you just got to be aware that it can transfer until it's completely dry. Yeah. So, you know, it doesn't mean because it has a quality that makes it at times just something that you have to think about. You know, just one little quality like that doesn't like mean we toss it, you know, like it's great. It's so good. I'm going to put a second piece towards the center, this instant dimension foam tape towards the center. And can I take this moment to say, whether you're watching on Altenew's channel or you're watching on my channel, don't forget to subscribe here and give us a thumbs up today, because when you subscribe and you turn on the notifications, you'll know every single time we post a video or we go live. And that ensures that you don't miss the new August release that's coming.
And you don't
all of that fabulous stuff.
Yes.
So let me just pull that in there. Do you see how I kind of let it hide behind the little, what is this word? A runner?
The runner? Yes. The sleigh. That's what I was calling them. Yes. Yes.
And then we have that. And then, Bridget, we're going to like leave this in. I can still talk. Yes. I can still hear, but I'm going to take a little journey over to the drawer of magic.
The happiness.
Yes.
Otherwise known as witness protection program. Yes. Yes. The August release, is it the 5th? It is the 5th. I just looked at the website. So We did put some of the things on there. And I have to say, when Carissa was showing the beautiful font that's on this particular stamp set, we have a lot coming out that have this beautiful delicateness. So if you haven't checked out the obsidian, make sure you check it out because we have a lot of beautiful. Have you noticed that as well, Carissa? We have a lot of the softer fonts that are coming out, and they're so beautiful.
And they're so good because I love that within the release, I'm finding a sentiment from a stamp set that's working with a die set that I also picked up or something like that. And it's making like bringing in multiple products together and using them together a lot easier because it's like it wasn't designed to go with it, but just somehow it just magically just seems to all go together. Love that. Okay. Now if I would have used gold on my runners, I would have used probably a little gold dot in the middle. I don't have anything silver in gems here. So I'm going to use a pearl, and this is going to look cool because it's going to actually bring in the pearliness that we have down here. And instead of using just one, I think let's use 3 because why not?
We have similar thinking. I used the sequins in gold as mine, and I used 3 in so we had similar but different thinking for our flower centers because I looked at the center and I'm like, yeah, no. I'm gonna put something else there.
Yeah. Or I could have gone. Now, if I wanted to do one, here's what I would do. If I wanted to do one, I would use a larger one.
Yeah.
Because the scale wise, it would work better.
Yeah.
But I think this 3 pearl situation is not less. How's that?
It's way not less, Carissa. It is way not less.
Way not less. And then I'm just going to delicately pick up some of these flower petal layers and give it more. Because more is more.
It's not less.
That's right. It is more. More is more. And sometimes you have to know when to stop with more, but I'm not feeling that in my soul right now. So there we go. Okay, now this is actually a card front. This is not a card on a card right now. So once that relief paste were to dry, I would just take this. I could either trim it down a little bit and add like a colored card base to kind of contrast a little bit, or I can just put it on a white card base and pop it up if I trimmed it down, but I think it would be pretty on this blue.
Yeah. That was what I was thinking of pulling in. But it would look really elegant with the white as well. I think that would be so pretty as well.
So let me show you that because that would it changes the mood. It changes the mood.
So does. People try your cardstocks just like Carissa's doing now. This is some of the other best advice is because you think, oh, it's going to look so great on this color. But sometimes just trying it on different colors, you may find something that you really fall in love with.
And I do this a lot, and I often struggle. This is probably the piece that I struggle with the most is what card base do I want to put it on?
Yes.
And you can see how very different the mood feels when I go from forest fern to a white on white, and I'm trying not to mess up my snow here, to this misty morning.
I love the misty morning. I think you're getting a lot of blues. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I think that's where I would end this card is just, and I'm not going to do it right now because I will like 100% ruin the snow.
And the snow will be gone. Yes.
Yes. So we're just going to say, imagine all the people. We're just going to say, imagine it on this misty morning card base. And while I was up, I have color inspiration.
I do have to say, is something that you made one of the subscriptions? Because the subscriptions are kind of showing. So if it's something you made with a subscription, I think you could show it.
Haven't made it yet, Bridget.
Okay. Just the color combo. Okay.
It's on my list. It's on my list of things to do today and or tomorrow or Saturday.
Got you. Got you. It's a revolving list, but
that's right.
Make sure we get the color combo, you guys. So
yes,
I wish I had an alert to like flash on the screen, like color combos.
Yes.
Get your pens ready.
Get your pen ready. Okay. So this is Coral Bliss, which now you can see it is not crimson.
Yes.
Okay. So Coral Bliss and then Rouge.
Oh,
okay. Those two colors on their own, just as not less. Okay, then we're going to bring in Pastel Sunrise. So we get this beautiful ombre. Okay. But then we need it's like summer vibes. So we're going to bring in a warm yellow, and this is chamomile. Okay.
I feel like I'm falling it up now. I've got the fall vibes now. Fall vibes.
Okay, but wait, we're going to go back to summer because we're going to bring in Sweet Leaf.
Oh, yeah. We're back.
Okay. And then a little bit of that Misty Morning.
Oh, yeah.
And some dark chocolate. Just for accents on this, it will not be featured. But we have brushed gold here as well.
Yeah.
So that feels, when I brought in this green, you saw fall here. But when I brought in this green, it shifted it back to summer. Yep, because absolutely. If I wanted to do fall, changing my green tone would change that completely.
And a blue, like if you added in Nimbus with the forest fern, yeah, you're going. So guys, Carissa just gave you a year of color combos. And I have to tell you that there is a stencil art set coming out soon. I can't remember if I think it's September. And you're going to want some color combos. You're going to want those. Yeah. And, they may or may not be tree related. I'll leave it there.
Okay. I know which one you're talking about now. I was like, which one is she saying?
May or may not be tree related. So
watch what happens when you bring in moss.
Oh, yeah. That's
okay. The green is the only thing I'm changing there. These stay the same. The green changes and your mood shifts like big time, right?
I agree with Vicky. We need a Carissa's color combo challenge. I agree. We need that.
Oh, I like that. That would be fun.
That would be so fun. That would be maybe that's something coming in the future for Carissa, maybe.
Maybe. You never know. I'm going to need more cardstock.
I might know some people that can help you with that. So you guys, make sure if you like the colors you're seeing on Carissa's desk, and also just because it's going to be awesome and slaying it, you got to tune in to August 5th to see Carissa's fabulous new project that's in the infancy stages at this moment, but will be perfect and actually alive on August 5th.
It has a sketch. It has a direction. We're going in that direction. Getting in the car and we're driving today.
I just usually see the car and I know I have to get to a certain destination by a certain time, and you jump in the car and you go. You see what happens. Yeah. You see where you go. It's
Could we come back up to our faces?
Yes. Well, I never left my face. I
know, but you can.
I'll come back and share the screen with you, so it's not like big Carissa, because you were Carissa. Oh goodness. Like one color combo for use. Question mark? I don't know what the question is.
Oh, well, same person said moss is yellow green. Okay. Like one color combo for use. Okay. I don't know.
I could give you a color combo that I used the other day on that particular stencil art. I'll just throw it out there. I used the beautiful chamomile. I used tickled pink. I used cherry sweet. And I used dusk.
I know exactly which one you used.
Some grays. And it was really pretty. It was gorgeous. It was
I
going.
love it.
It was
I
fun.
love it.
So yeah, and you guys just sometimes I have the spinny color carousels that hold all my ink pads. Sometimes no, it's aesthetically pleasing as well because I have the labels on them, but sometimes I just spin and pick colors because it's inspiring that way. And it's
Yeah,
never wrong. It might not turn out the way you thought, but it
right.
doesn't mean it's wrong. So always try those colors, guys. So grab your colors and put them to good use and create a combo. If you get a really good one, make sure to share it with Carissa and I. We want to know.
Yes. And I feel like even when they don't work out, you learn something. Like
Yes.
you learn why it didn't work. I
Yes.
have I have a situation happening over here, so I'm
Oh,
just fixing that real quick.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was a color situation. But yeah, and you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna take out the pumpkin pie and I'm gonna put in butternut. Like the pumpkin pie was too strong.
It was
Sometimes
like
a little too
it
strong.
needed less.
Sometimes when you make a recipe and you're like, whoa, the lemon. Whoa, the lemon. You gotta cut
Yeah.
back the lemon, the pepper, one of those. So you just
Yep.
gotta figure out which one is causing the overwhelming feeling. Draw it back
Yes.
a little bit. So yes. And I agree, Angel. She did slay. Angel had
Oh,
so many
thank
snowy
you.
puns for you today. She was doing so good with the snowy puns. It was so fun.
I didn't even see them. I'll have to go back and watch the live chat because I was so busy with my head down over here that I didn't see all the fun stuff happening in the chat. And I hate when I miss that, but
It was a lot of
I had a great
slaying
time.
all day.
Well, that's fun. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm so glad that I was able to be here again with Altenew. So much fun. And I love this is kind of my into Christmas in July here on my own YouTube channel, like my last holiday project for July. That doesn't mean that there's not more coming, but I was focused on holiday for July. And so there will be more stuff coming your way soon. So I'm excited about that.
And
And
we will have Carissa back again because we
of
always have
course.
so much more fun when she comes. It's not less, it's more.
So don't be less when you all leave here today. Don't be less. That's all we're saying.
More. Be
More.
more. I'm gonna think of that when I go to the ice cream tonight. No.
Yes.
I'll think of it when I go to the Gatorade. Yeah.
Yes.
Be more. Be more. I'll think of that. So thank
All
you,
righty.
Carissa, for your beautiful creations and joining us and sharing your magic with us. As always, we're always so excited to have you join us. Thank you to the fabulous Angel behind the scenes with her angel wings, keeping all those links in there so everybody doesn't miss a beat. Like Carissa said, please like and subscribe for both channels. That would be fantastic. And if there's something that you want in the Altenew shop, make sure to put it on your wish list. Sometimes they pull winners from your wish list and you get to pick something off it. And I've seen those emails before. And then also, if you want the Lush Berry or something else that's out of stock, make sure you get notified. Click that button because you get told before the wide audience gets told. So we want to make sure we get that home to you, whatever you're looking for, whether it's the stencil art Ditzy Wallflower print or the beautiful Lush Berry. We want to get that home to you so you can start creating beautiful things to share with this fabulous community. And thank you from all of us here at Altenew. We want to say thank you for allowing us to help you craft your life. And Carissa.
Yay. Thanks for
Thank you
letting
so
me
much.
be here again. I have so much fun with you, Bridget.
Thank you. I know, same thing. Not as good as in person, but
It's true.
it
It's
is a
true.
little less than being in
It
person.
is a little less. Yeah.
And thank you to all of our fabulous folks in the chat for keeping us going, keeping us laughing, and keeping us smiling. We'll see you all next time in our next live. Bye, everyone.